Where? Like, where do the single men go? Where are you going? Where are you hanging out? How am I this amazing, like, and single? Like, are you kidding me? And like, for the longest time, I just like wasn't worried about it. At this point, I'm like, I'm 31. What is happening? Like, is there just no one left?
I'm so sick of being told that I should be happy single. I don't want to be. I want to be in love. I want to be sickening to everyone around us. I want to adore them, and I want them to adore me. I want to find my person. I want to love them, and I want them to love me. I have so much of myself to pour into someone. And right now, I feel empty.
I like the sound of that.
I do everything alone. I miss having somebody to talk to.
Don't tell me you're innocent. Because it insults my intelligence.
Ladies and gentlemen, modern women are in tears because they cannot find men. It's crazy to think about, given that, I don't know, a century ago you had all these people being married, sticking to their vows. You know, marriages lasted for way longer. You didn't have all these problems. So what has happened, guys? Did an evil virus just affect all men and turn them into zombies that only care about one thing, and it's disgusting? What has happened, you know? Let's watch these women and their complaints, and let's try to find out why, guys. The dating scene sucks so much.
I do everything alone. I miss having somebody to talk to. Having somebody that actually wants to, like, see me.
Now, this woman is facing quite a big problem, and it is that apparently she's living in the Antarctica, and there are just no men around to show her affection and attention, you know. I mean, I don't know if it's Antarctica. It's really dark behind her. Maybe she's been abducted by aliens, you know, and she just left. They left her in the void of space, you know, and she grabbed her TikTok to make a last-ditch effort to leave a message to humanity. I don't know the case, guys. I don't know, maybe she's in a desert island or something. I don't know the case, but she must be somewhere where men don't exist, because otherwise, every place on Earth has this rule that men chase after women, you know? Everywhere I've been, rather. I've never seen women chasing around men. The average man, that is. You know, you don't see 20 women chasing one man. Please, commit to me. Please, let's have fun. You know, please date me. Here's an engagement ring. You don't see that. You see the other way around. So, I don't know. If this woman was on planet Earth, in the habitable places of planet Earth, I'm sure that she would have a lot of DMs on her phone, a lot of guys interested in her, co-workers, neighbors, friends, whatever, you know, a lot of guys trying to hit her up and, you know, showing interest in her. So apparently that's not the case. And hey, madam, I wish you good. I hope you return back to civilization.
Some guys have said to me they wouldn't date a girl with an only flambés page, and that's fair enough, but I make pretty decent money from mine. So you telling me you wouldn't want a sugar mama in a cost of living crisis? Because I could be a sugar mama, yeah. I would treat you real nice. I mean, yes, you would have to do some really filthy things for it, but I'd take care of you, sweet cheeks. So what do you say?
No, I don't think I will.
I say no. What about that? I would really... I mean, let's say that this is real, because of course in reality it's not. She's not going to be your sugar mama, alright? We all know how a man's money is family money, while a woman's money is her money. So don't pretend that you're willing to support a man. You wouldn't respect that man. You wouldn't want him either. But let's pretend that that is somehow real. Again, just... men, we have this thing called self-respect, so we wouldn't want to leech off of a woman's money made from other simps while helping her create content. You know, it's 5 o'clock and she says, honey, it's time to film me naked for other men to enjoy. and later we'll have some really intimate and really meaningful S3X. This is just pathetic. But these are the lengths that some women are willing to go through when they have OFs. It's like nobody will touch them with a 6-foot pole. All right, nobody wants to spend 5 minutes with them alone, so they have to resort to this. I'll pay you money, please show me some attention. You know, I'll do anything. I'll sacrifice a lamb, whatever it's needed for me to have some attention after I've made the, you know, self-inflicted action to ruin my life by becoming a professional street worker. But other than that, guys, I don't think a lot of women suffer from this. All right, if you don't want to suffer from this, just don't create an OF account. All right, don't professional shit it yourself for other men and sell your body for $5 a month, and you wouldn't have these problems.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm being dramatic here, right? But see if my boyfriend liked a fucking girl's picture on Instagram, I would literally like break up with him like right there and then. Even like their stories and shit, like like.
So this woman is apparently really upset if her boyfriends like other women's pictures. What, like the ones you post on Instagram? Are we supposed you're not doing the same? Are we supposed to believe you're not doing the same? You are making a TikTok, barely dressed, yeah, barely dressed, and you dare to talk about, you know, traditional men. Oh, I don't want you to see liking other women's pictures. Like the ones you post again. Guys, it's just... it takes some real double standards to make these videos. And in the end, we all know that she just made this video to expose her melons for some attention. So that's the whole thing, alright? It's not that deep. But still, I have to comment on the narrative, right? Let's continue.
Like the overall consensus in this video is don't date me because I'm a fucking psychopath. But I feel like I'm just saying what all other girls think, honestly.
Shut up, bitch!
I'm so sick of being told that I should be happy single. I don't want to be. I want to be in love. I want to be sickening to everyone around us. I want to adore them, and I want them to adore me. I want to find my person. I want to love them, and I want them to love me. I have so much of myself to pour into someone, and right now I feel empty. It shouldn't be this hard to find love. But all I find myself doing is scrolling through stupid dating apps, finding stupid men who just want sex. And I'm so sick of it. Why is it so hard to find love?
Oh, I want this, I want that. Someone to love me, to feel me, to adore me. Meanwhile, Joe shows up and says, hey, do you want me to adore you? Ah, hell no, get the hell out of here. Right? No, I want. Then, I know, Carl shows up. Hey, do you want to go on a date? I'm really interested in you. Oh, no, you know, you suck. You left leaves on red. Yes. They whine about the thing. They get in excess. Yet, they just couldn't care less about the vast majority of men that are available to them. Because you always have to remember, when modern women are whining about being single, guys, it's like above 90% of the cases, they're not talking about men in general, they're talking about the top 5% of guys, alright? These are the ones whom she wants to adore and, you know, people to be jealous and all that. Because, of course, people wouldn't be jealous if she was dating the average Joe who doesn't make a 6-digit income salary. They wouldn't envy that. She wants the best. She wants the Chad, which, you know, makes me think, why would he want you back? You know, what sort of mental illness does he have to have in order to settle for you?
Being a single gal in a single world, where do I go if I don't want to go on dating apps? Like, I don't like dating apps. I've had them. I've tried them. I get...
Guys, where do you go if you don't like dating apps? I mean, what have been people doing for thousands of years before the invention of dating apps? Yeah? What have they been doing? What is this question?
I get disappointed. I get discouraged. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Dating apps. If you're going to think this person is attractive, you're probably going to swipe yes. And if you don't find them attractive, you're going to swipe no. But sometimes people just aren't photogenic. They just don't present themselves well through photos. That's why I just feel like it's so much better to meet people in person. Also, just like with having dating apps, like it just feels forced. And I don't want it to feel forced. I want to like go out in public, meet someone, like in the wild, both just happen to bump into each other and you're like, and then, you know, sparks fly. I just want to know where. Like, where do you...
Just tell me, madam, who is stopping you, and I'll fix that for you, right? Just tell me who put a chain on you, and you're not allowed to do that. I know, like, I know these women, guys. The one was in the void or on Antarctica, excuse me. This one seems to be locked in a tower by some evil wizard or something. She's apparently not allowed to go outside and meet men the natural way, the way her mother and grandmother and grandmother and, you know, all the previous thousands of generations have been doing. She's not allowed to do that. So I know, you just tell me who's stopping you, and I'll use my mommy powers to get rid of him.
Where do the single men go? Where are you going? Where are you hanging out? Like, if you're in the garage, like, come out. Like, are you at the lake? Are you snowmobiling? Are you fishing? It's wintertime. What are you doing right now?
I'm covering a stupid woman. What about you guys?
It's funny. How am I this amazing, like, and single? Like, are you kidding me? And, like, for the longest time.
Would you describe her as being amazing? Sorry, didn't mean to laugh. This is absolutely serious, guys. Someone, you see this TikTok, right? We haven't gotten to the end of it. And someone asks you, describe this woman with one word. Would you use the word amazing? I would use the word annoying. Like, I'm already getting a headache from listening to you speak about 1 minute. Maybe that's the reason why men are avoiding you and hiding in their garages, right? What is it with this trend of yelling and shouting? I know, aren't we past that? You know, we used to do that thousands of years ago when we were in caves, you know, unga bunga and all that stuff. Then we used to yell, all right. But now that we live in modern world and society has evolved so much, why are you shouting like you're a damn animal? I don't understand it.
I just, like, wasn't worried about it. At this point, I'm like, I'm 31. What is happening? Like, is there just no one left? Put me on a dating show. The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Love Island. I don't even care. Just put me somewhere so I can actually, like, interact with the male race.
So we have kind of like the first woman's problem here. Apparently this woman is amazing and such a great catch. It's just she doesn't see men, right? The first one was in Antarctica. This one is locked in a tower, and she's so eager to find a man and commit to him and love him, you know, and be the wife he's dreamed of. It's just there are no men around. It's impossible for her, you know. Interesting to think about. I mean, I thought that this video will be helpful to understand why modern women can't date, but given that the examples are so specific, guys, I don't know. Well, it also begs the question, if these two women are single because they literally live thousands of miles away from the male species, well, what is the case with the vast majority of women nowadays that are single, with this epidemic of single women that we have, that are, you know, single, they live alone, they don't have kids? What happens with them? Are they all living in towers locked by some evil wizard? Like, what is the problem with this modern day dating, guys? You know, I will go as far to say that maybe the problem is that men do exist, it's just they are invisible to you, all right? You don't see them, not because you're literally locked in a tower, but because these men are all around you, they show interest in you, they, you know, try to flirt with you, they like you for whatever reason, I cannot say, but sorry, there are men that like you, right? But you just don't show interest in them. Why? Well, because you are entitled, that is one thing, you know, narcissistic and all that, but because you are childish, you know, you like a little child that has so many options of toys and ice creams that he's gotten bored of all of them, right? Have you seen kids that have a few toys, how they can play with them for days and months and even years and they don't get tired? Yet have you seen this kid that has been granted a tablet or whatever game device at the age of 5, and by 10 he has played already thousands of games and he doesn't even care about the games anymore, he doesn't show interest in them. He may open one and play for 5 minutes and get instantly bored by it. So this is what you resemble. You're a little naive kid who is spoiled and doesn't know what life is about, what dating is about, what marriage is about, and this is why you are single, alright? But that is my take, guys. What is yours? But guys, I'll just close off the video on this thought while Ampu is staring politely at you. Someone may say, Hidan, you are generalizing too much. Some of these women may have real problems finding men. Why are you making fun of them? And all of that. Okay, let me tell you guys. Throughout my whole life, we're talking about 4,000 years. Throughout my whole life, I've been thinking, right? And I can think of only one woman that literally didn't get any attention. One. And this woman, we were 14 at the time. She was in my class. And she pretended to be a wolf. Not making that up. She literally pretended to be a wolf. I used to annoy her on purpose, that is, of course. And she will like try to hit me with her claws, you know, like behaving like a wolf and all that. Really cringe stuff. She would also go around telling people how she could survive for 2 years in the woods with no electricity or anything because, you know, she's a wolf, you know, she's a wolf and it's natural for her. So absolutely some furry shit going on. And not only that, but she was also overweight, unattractive, and because her parents were divorced and in some bad condition, well, apparently she had a lot of trauma, you know, mental trauma, mental problems. So that is the only woman I can think of in my entire life that hasn't received any male attention. The only one. And I used to know her when we were 14, so maybe by that time she's already received male attention, right? But I'm literally saying this, at that time, you know, till that point, she had none. Again, the only woman. All the rest, guys, overweight, fat, unattractive, feminists, vegans, environmentalists, all the other women that you know, you will say, man, this woman is so annoying or so unattractive. Guys, they also receive attention. All right. Like, if you are not, look, if you're a woman and you are single, if you are not identifying yourself as a wolf, overweight, unattractive, and with mental problems, you are the problem. You are the reason why you are single. All right. I know that these rare cases exist of women that literally get no attention at all, but all the women we covered, guys, some of them really attractive, the others not halfway bad. I'm sure that they have something, you know, interesting going on. They can pleasant to be around, maybe. I mean, not all of them, but you get the idea. Like, they're not the worst things out there, right? So you don't lie to me telling me where are all the men. Don't lie. We know the drill. Men know what's going on. We've been on dating apps. I mean, I haven't because they're trash, but I've heard from people who have been there. We know the game. We know how you get texted by thousands of guys. We know how, you know, you evade the average guy at all costs. We know the type of men you're going for. We know everything. Like, you cannot lie to us and pretend to be a victim, saying, "Oh, well, all the good men. I just want to feel loved," you know. And the first one is crying, "I just want love. I just want someone." Guys, please. Like, if you're not identifying yourself as a wolf and you don't live in the Antarctica, you are the problem. All right. It's your high standards that are keeping you away from men. And even in today's society, guys, I think if you're a woman who identifies as a wolf, there are a lot of men interested in that. A lot of furries going around, you know? So that's not a problem anymore. Again, guys, it's just, in order to be a woman and be single, you literally have to try. You have to put effort. You have to train every day. You have to work for it for years at a time to become undateable for men, all right? So what do you guys think about that? And do you know any woman in your life that have no options at all? Let me know about that, guys. But now, for real, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.